I've had my 2022 Honda Civic EX about 1 year now, and I want to do a 1 year update. And I want to talk about what I really like about it and some of the things that I hate about it. Let's get started. The 11th generation Civic looks just beautiful, modern, and sleek. They got rid of the toy look from the previous generation, like the fake exhaust, and when driving down the road, it does not look like a Civic anymore. It looks more like a sporty Honda Accord or even a Toyota Camry just based on the size. It has nice looking curves which makes it stand out, and it definitely differentiates itself from previous versions. The good looks transition inside as well with nice honeycomb vents and a good looking infotainment system. When taking it on the road to work and with family, I'm not embarrassed by it, and even though it's an affordable car, it looks pretty badass. Before getting the Civic, I was driving a 2019 Honda Pilot EXL, which was big and beautiful, but a downside to all that bigness is getting crappy MPGs on your gasoline consumption. That being one of the main factors on why I switched to a Honda Civic, I'm happy to report that I get from 36 to 40 MPGs depending on how fast or slow I drive. When I floor the Civic, I will average the advertised 36 miles per gallon, and when I'm driving Miss Daisy around, I will get the 40 mpg range, especially putting it on economy mode. When I drive to work, I drive alone, so there's definitely no concerns with space. However, on the weekends, I take it out fully loaded with a booster car seat in the middle back seat and two teens on each side, my wife on the front with me, and we all fit comfortably and still have tons of room in the trunk for a cooler full of drinks and some meats to do some barbecues. Talking about the trunk, it also brings a spare tire, which thankfully I haven't had to use, but I'm thankful it's there if I ever need it. I hate that even more expensive cars don't bring a spare tire, but you're covered with Hondas. There's also plenty of room to put drinks either in the middle console or on the side doors. I used to own a 2002 BMW 528 and a 2006 BMW 3 Series, and one thing I loved about them is that they were fast to speed up and smooth at the same time. This meant you could go up to 80 miles per hour and it felt like you were going 35. The Civic is now very close to achieving that same feeling, being very smooth on the road and getting up to speed in no time. The 180 horsepower turbocharged engine is smooth, and even though it has a CVT transmission, you can speed up and pass cars if needed. The Civic brings some nice tech like Honda sensing, rear view cameras, blind spot warnings on the side mirrors, good sounding speakers, remote start, and infotainment with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. This will have you not getting lost, and you'll be able to cruise to the beat of the tunes. Put on your shades, pump the music up, and smoothly ride to your destination. Now, while I mostly love my Honda Civic and I'm very happy with it, there's some negatives that I think we should talk about. The number one negative that I have with the Civic is having a weak body paint. I don't know why, but on this generation, the paint on the body seems to be thinner, which causes the body to easily get paint chips more easily than normal. On my driver door, I have a few big chips just from driving normal to work. I've never had this issue on any other cars, and I've had many. I did a formal complaint to my car dealer, first to my salesman, and then to the service department, but they say it's not their fault and it's from the debris on the road. I've had to resort to buying a touch-up kit and patching some of those chips, which is very frustrating to do on a new car. I'm not the only one reporting this. There's a good amount of people in the Honda forums and other YouTubers that are reporting a similar thing. The Civic brings a feature that when you stop for a few seconds, like for example on a red light, it will turn off the engine so you can save on gas. In order to stop this, you have to press a button in the middle console. But what's super annoying is that you have to do it every single time you get on your car. I don't like this feature since this can cause your starter to fail faster with the constant on and off, especially if you're stopping frequently. It's also annoying during the summer when it's brutally hot and the AC does not work as good with the engine off. Honda, please send an update and change this behavior so we don't have to press a button every single time. The screen on the EX and Sport trims comes with a tiny 7-inch screen, which eventually you get used to, but the bigger 9-inch screen that comes with the Touring and other more expensive models should be the standard. I tried to get the Touring model, but I couldn't get one, so I had to settle for the EX and the smaller screen. It's not a deal breaker, but when you compare other brands, they give their users way bigger screens. I'm considering upgrading the radio, but I'm just not sure if it's worth the hassle just for a slightly bigger screen. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the Honda Civic and I hope to keep it until I finish paying it off, and hopefully it can last me many years. I don't hate driving to work as the smooth ride, the good sounding beats, and the nice experience driving makes the Civic a worthwhile car, and it definitely won't break the bank. Don't forget to give this video a like, and a sub to our channel would mean a lot to me. Until next time, Ultratech out.